How precious are the feet of those who carry the word in first century clothes, from Egypt to Persia and Rome to Greece. They spread the gospel and did not cease. Long before they breathed their last, they were called to service no matter their past. One at a time, he gathered them all, taught by actions great and small. Working barefoot in a small boat, a fisherman with no reputation of note, calloused hands while on his knee, guts and scales, fresh catch from the sea. Upscaling wealthy, tax collection his game, friend of sinners like him the same. Riotous living, never too tired for fun, partied all night past the rising of sun. Looking always for the promised king, weapons to the cause he'd happily bring. Secrecy and treat his way of life, prepared in a moment to take a life. The master called as he traveled the land, one after another, a 12-man band, called to follow and bring others in. They had much to learn as chosen men. They gathered round the table long, ideas and thinking were very wrong. He knew they were not meant to be a troop of conquerors from sea to sea. Break through their faulty thinking mind, they would not be warriors but servant kind. Grabbing a bowl he humbly knelt, washed their feet and dried with felt. Something began to change that night, for it would not be by force or might that would take them to each uttermost part, spreading the gospel, the church to start. Not a word was spoken, no one uttered sounds, as the Savior made the servant rounds. A lesson taught and learned indeed, in one humble act he showed their need. Within that night the disciples learned, hours after their meal adjourned, to truly lead they must servant be. When on the cross their Lord they'd see, why the washing of feet would not sink in the mind of those till freed from sin. 3 days later at the rise of sun, forgiveness and freedom one and done. Fish awful violence, party and sin were washed by the Lord on that night when he lived an example and set them apart by teaching a lesson and cleansing their hearts. How